What is going on to you, Aquarius? So you have the Empress, Four of Swords, Three of Wands, the Strength, the Knight of Swords, the Hermit, the Devil, the Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords. So okay. You, Aquarius, again, the Empress, the Four of Swords, the Empress represents you, Aquarius. A lot of you, Aquarius, are very much so, and how can I even explain this? A lot of you, Aquarius, are really upsetting the status quo. And this is very Aquarius of you, right? A lot of you, Aquarius, are very much so upsetting the status quo. And what I mean by that is a lot of you, Aquarius, really coming for your respect. And meaning that if the person doesn't have respect for you, you will not talk to them, right? They got to show you that the Four of Swords. They have to show you that they like you. They have to show you they like you. They have to tell you that they like you. This idea of no, they gotta give you a problem. Yeah, forget about all that. If they don't do it, it's a dub. Grown folks that want to be in a relationship, but at the same time, it's some real dysfunctional stuff. No, you don't want to go through that from your own partner. So again, it's very much so, this is very much so about you, Aquarius, letting go of people who can't do both. They have to do both. They have to, because what sense does it make to be in a relationship with somebody where they can't tell you that they like you, or they can't show you that they like you, or both? This idea of, well, you're supposed to figure it out because the person is, yeah, forget about all that. Tell me, show me. The Three of Wands, if they can't, you will hit the road. You will leave. You know, you don't have to. It's very much so about having options and you, Aquarius, understanding said options, right? And you, Aquarius, really pulling a lot of people's cards, because it's like, okay, you so fly, you so fancy, okay, cool, good luck. And again, just like Virgo, they looking right miserable, because the Strength card is about how you realize that you don't have to hang around anyone that isn't showing you and telling you that they like you. But now, again, what are they going to do, right? Look at how this person has that lioness, and how this person is fighting that lioness. So it's that situation where, if you've been paying attention, right, because it's the same lioness on the card, but interacting with two different people. The Strength represents you, Aquarius, in this reading, and it's Leo, which is the opposite zodiac sign, right? So this is very much so about the confidence that a lot of you, Aquarius, have, in the sense of not, yes, of course, controlling your own ego as to not get too emotional, but at the same time also using and wielding that power correctly. You're not being truculent. You're not being disrespectful. You're not trying to humiliate other people. It's the sense of, if people don't respect you, you will go about your business. You don't, which is true, right? Anyone can do it. You don't have to hang around individuals that are wasting your time and acting like they're going to talk to you any kind of way. You know, I have that same type of problem too. People think that they're going to talk to me any kind of way, do this type of stuff. And it's like, listen, if you talk to me this kind of way, if you think that you're on a higher plane, I don't have to talk to you, stupid. I don't. And they always try to overplay their hand. They're ridiculous. They always try to overplay their hand. It's like, okay, cool. And then when you, Aquarius, leave, when I leave, right? When we leave, it's like, oh, okay. Now they look stupid, right? But why are they getting so bent out of shape over you, right? I thought you were supposed to be so insignificant, right? So the thing about it is that the Knight of Swords this person is fighting that lioness, meaning that this person is fighting off the fact that you're not with them, right? And you're setting the standard that they have to snap out of it. This boss stuff is really getting people looking stupid, being by themselves, trying to impress people. And this is why I'm saying that ultimately, y'all don't know this, some of you may, but a lot of people really are up in a lot of people's business. That's why a lot of people act out in public, because everybody's minding other people's business. That's why it is that you take you to a fancy restaurant, or you take a person to a fancy restaurant or some stuff like this. And like the fancy restaurant, why? Everybody's supposed to be in their own booth, but why is it that you need to take go to that restaurant? Because everybody's monitoring the other person low key, and everybody's trying to see everybody else on their best behavior. And this is why when you eat a certain kind of way in a restaurant, people will look, because they minding your business. Because if it was about minding their own business, what do they care for? Yeah, they may look, but they're gonna be like, listen, this person isn't doing anything against the law. I don't really care. I'm over here having too much fun talking to the person I'm with. And it really goes to show you how cowardice a lot of people are, Aquarius, because they're not actually dating you. They're trying to date the social ladder, right? The idea of, look who I'm out with. And it's like this got a lot of questionable people out here, because it's like, are you really interested in the person who you kicking it with, or are you doing it because you trying to impress other people? Because if I'm kicking it with somebody, I don't care about what society has to say. I'm a Sigma. I don't give two squats about society and what other people think in that regard. I really don't. I'm into the person who I'm kicking it with. That's who I'm actually dating. This idea, right? So the hermit now is about, and that's exactly what got them, because you, Aquarius, you're not hanging out by yourselves per se, even though this is the hermit. This is very much so about how you're being selective about the quality of the people that you interact with long term, right? So this is very much so about how a lot of people can't deal with, right, the devil can't deal with the fact that you, Aquarius, are moving new, and rightfully so, right? To where you were the ones that was actually trying to make it work, but they didn't have any kind of decency, right? They didn't have any kind of ability to be grateful with what it is that you know, the presence that you're bringing into their life, because you were considering them, right? Aquarius, just like Virgo, think a lot about other people's perspective. And the thing is that a lot of people, especially in society, don't do that. People are very much so, their ego is inflated, right? For the most part, people can't even do simple things. So the Queen of Pentacles now represents, now that a lot of you Aquarius are holding on to the ball, right? Holding on to that pentacle, holding on to that rock, that diamond, right? Now it's like, okay, you know, do what it is that, you know what I mean? Like, do what it is that you're going to do, talking about the other people. And the Eight of Pentacles really is about you focusing on what you're doing, right? Eight of Pentacles is very much so about building what you're building. The King of Swords, but also you building what it is that you're building. But you, Aquarius, have to watch out for, if there's anything that I would have to say, you, Aquarius, have to watch out for your mentality thinking that, just watch out for the mentality that you, how do I say this? Like you perceive yourself, right? Some of you Aquarius may perceive yourselves a little bit low and needing to pay attention to how other people feel to track what it is that you've got going on, you know? And you don't really have to do that, because what it is you're really supposed to, especially if you're up to something valuable, a lot of you Aquarius are really supposed to be okay with yourselves and be confident in your own selves, right? But what is this actual confidence that people keep talking about but they don't understand? You Aquarius are supposed to be starting projects, right? But also understand that those projects that you start, you finish, also is a representation of the change of what's going on inside of you. So instead of you Aquarius or Aquarii, right, look towards other people, minding other people's business of how it is that they interact with you. Very much so pay attention to how you interact with you, right? So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the strength. Right? So to clarify, you have the Two of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Sun, and the High Priestess. The Two of Wands, again, very much so minding your business, the Three of Swords. But again, you know, a lot of you may be heartbroken because your dating experiences so far within the past couple of weeks has been kind of difficult. And I mean, to be honest with you, it is to be expected because a lot of factors, jealousy, you know, envy, you know, so many people are trying to overplay their hands. You see these people overplay their hands. So then you have the Sun and the High Priestess, right? The Sun is the light, the High Priestess is the darkness. So very much so this idea of, you know, they can act like in public like they fly and all that, but they cry because again, everybody got to be up in there in the business, right? Meanwhile, at the end of the day, it's all about your own business. But meanwhile, it's all about impressing society. So out in public, right? People, or maybe not in public, but people with you, when it comes to directly interacting with you, they got to act like they're bosses, right? Which is the Sun. But when you're not looking, the High Priestess acts up. They're crying. They're acting like they're doing all this, but that's the stupidity of it. Why can't they just actually be like, yeah? Because it's that stench of they're trying to prove something to society, what it is that we quote unquote say as society, right? These masses of people who at the bigger scheme of things, they really shouldn't have to care about being up in their business, but for some odd reason, they care a lot. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers, okay? Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.